Nick, do you know what an Ajax is in Overwatch?
I have no idea, bro.
All right. So an Ajax is when a Lucio goes to drop the beat, his ultimate, but before he hits the ground and before he activates the ultimate, which activates when he hits the ground or solid surface, he gets killed. He gets stunned out of it. He gets killed. It's interrupted. It's stopped. So the most expensive Ajax in the world in history probably happened in that match of Zeta Division versus Toronto.
And you lose the ultimate, right? You lose your ult because he gets canceled inside the cast.
Correct. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through this. We're going to do this live. Let me see if I can find it. We're talking about Violet. He was the Lucio player for this. It was the last round. There we go. Runasapi was the map. We're talking 3-3. Winner of this round, this map, takes home. Well, it doesn't take home. They go to the finals. They play Crazy Raccoons. It's already decided. This is a best of 7. It's on the line. It's neck and neck, back and forth. Toronto is running a poke comp with the Sigma. Zeta is going more dive with the Diva, bringing in Bernard for this map specifically to run that. And for some reason, Violet, running Lucio, sees something and tries to make a play. And let's bring it a little bit closer to here and run that play. Immediately destroyed. Here's a little bit of the precursor on that. I'll bring the volume down while we talk about it. They're doing the poke around this corner. They have the bot. They're pushing. They have the lead, right? For some reason, he sees something here with his team. He says, go, go, go. He takes a large angle and then Bap pops window and he is nuked. Violet is nuked. This Ajax, this ult nullification cost the team $80,000. Right there. $80,000 was on the line with that ult interruption, and the momentum shifts from this point out, and they lose the game and then take home 3rd, 4th place. That is super unfortunate. It's been a thing a lot of people have been talking about, that mistake. That was such a large angle to take to try to make that play happen on the beat. Nick, this is the first time you're seeing it. What are your thoughts here? Because there's a lot to talk about for sure. And I don't want to harp too much on this guy because I'm sure he's feeling it already. But what are you thinking?
No harping on it, bro. His brain went full bronze. He thought about it too much. He went full bronze. He just thought about it too much. And that, instead of playing exactly what he knew he should play, he just went full bronze with it. It happens to everybody. It happens to everybody, not at, an $80,000 juncture like this, but right there in the video, he has clear cover to do this. He can wall ride the same distance and get there, literally still pull people up. So,
right.
He just he just overthought it, did the wrong thing, and thought, look, everybody's throwing shit at him, dude. They had him locked on, bro. He drops the rock, man. Even the rock was going on him, bro. Magneto and Madara was coming out and just throwing rocks at this kid. Absolutely ridiculous. You can see it. So he just steps out. He steps out thinking he's too clean with it. It's a full bronze moment. That's all. Not a bad player, just a bad moment.
You make a couple good points. A, they're locked onto him. They know he has beat. They're calling out for it. They're kind of, this and that. B, he could have easily just beat it on that ledge he's on. I don't think it's a line of sight issue. I think it was a go call. But I think, watch here, when the go call happens, he's got amplify up. He amps healing to keep the cast up, but then he switches into speed, and that might have been the thing. It overshot. Not just overshot, but he went to the other side of the road with that one, and that might have
too high anyway.
But I think
you notice that he went too high, and went too far out.
That might have been the thing. He could have beat it on the ledge of this and hit LOS of everybody for that beat, so they could have committed to the fight. But I think he amps up the heal on the cast here, and then he switches to speed, and in doing so, he wall rides too. There it is. He clips the door frame, wall rides, so it gives him more height and distance on that amp speed, and then he just loses the beat and loses the fight for his team.
But like being a person who's not the best Overwatch player here, right? I only make platinum because I don't try, but maybe I could do higher. Who knows? Not the best though, right? But again, I'm just a fancy platinum player here, right? Like he's got a diva. Like hold on, like he's got a diva, bro. That's it. Like he's got a diva. What the fuck is he on the front for, man? Like diva didn't even move. The diva, he's in front of diva. He's just straight up in front of diva for the most part, for a good portion of that.
Diva probably didn't have Matrix either. Diva wasn't flashing Matrix for him either. So like there was a little bit of a discrepancy. Maybe they didn't have it already. He had used all the cooldown on it. Etc. Like there's a little bit of discrepancy. He saw something. He said go, or somebody said go. He went before everybody else, and that amp speed maybe launched him a bit further. And I mean, one could argue it cost them a game, but this is pretty early in the match. Another 7 minutes left to go here. So, like, there's definitely room for them to come back, but it was pretty much the Toronto show after this point. They were able to just have ult advantage, able to just control the fights, control the point, never let them really take it past mid here. And that was kind of it. But it was something I wanted to highlight in the results of this match, this game, because this was specifically a very close match, well worth watching the VOD for, skipping all the ads and the commentators in between, but watching the gameplay because it was very exciting, and it made a huge difference because NA was able to then take second place instead of third place, and was able to walk away with an extra 80 grand at a total of 160,000 versus Zeta's only 80,000. Man, it's a rough
so that
break.
was like final round. That was final round, right?
That was second to final. So what is it? Semifinals.
How deep into the match was it again? It was early in the match, right?
That was the last map. So it was 3-3.
Okay, so
last map, 3 minutes into a 10-minute game.
Yeah, he knew like. But I've told you this in League of Legends before, right? At 10 minutes, if you're dying, if you're the person who's dead at 10 minutes, like you're probably the reason why your team is losing the game, like just in general. And I'm not like, and that doesn't really go for Overwatch, right? But like he knew what he's supposed to do, and he thought too much about what he should do, right? Like he knew what he had to do. He's trained for this. They practiced it. They've done scrims. He know he's supposed to stay behind cover. They definitely had his number this whole game. It looked like he was eating sandwiches just from this VOD. Dude, like, I'm just saying, man. Like, it's rough. It's rough.
Violet's a great player. He knows, like you said, he knows what he's doing. That seemed like unlucky with the amp switching to speed and like launching like that, and then it just a miscommunication, a mistiming. He went a little early, and Toronto had his number. They were expecting it. They were looking for him. They were able to stop the beat.
True.
That's
true. Yeah. I mean, you do say it right. You think he saw something, and like. Usually in these moments when like this is what I'm saying, like you know what you're supposed to do, right? Everybody's still on that other plan. His plan could have totally worked, right? What he saw could have totally happened. The problem is just that, not everybody else saw it, and they're just not willing to like immediately go on that thing, right? Like it was like go, and it's just like, oh shit, we're going. All right, like holy shit, hold on, like instead of like looking for the opportunity, they're looking for what they should like. It's like playing too by the book. But like Overwatch, like it happens in League a lot, like where people play to what the book says you should do. When like there's an opportunity like right there where like really what you're supposed to do in this exact moment. I don't know if it's for this one, but like in that exact moment, you're supposed to make this certain play where everybody responds to it. And if two people don't respond to it properly, the play is wasted, right? And then like you look like the oh, look at this guy. Why is he even here? Like, like where did we get this guy from? Home Depot? Like, no, but as I said, like, there's a good player. He's just thinking about it too much, and it's just a bad moment, not a bad player.
Definitely a tough one, and it's going to be one of those infamous moments as well.